Hi everyone, and welcome back to my kitchen. I realized I haven't shared a Russian recipe with you guys in a really long time, so today I'm sharing one that's really special to me, my meat and cheese piroshki. The very first video I ever made for my channel were deep fried cabbage filled piroshki, and those have been super popular. Today's recipe is actually going to be baked in the oven. I'm going to show you guys how to make the yeast dough, the meat filling, and you guys are going to love this Russian recipe. I'm going to start by preparing my yeast dough. Into a mixing bowl, I'm going to pour in 1.5 cups of warm milk, and I just warmed it in the microwave. To that, I'm going to add 1/2 tablespoon of sugar, and this is going to be great food for the yeast. 1 tablespoon of dry yeast. Just sprinkle that over the top, and I'm going to allow the yeast to proof for about 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 egg, and 3 tablespoons of melted butter. And whisk this all together until I have a smooth mixture. I'm going to start adding my flour a little bit at a time. I'm going to whisk it at first until a soft dough begins to form. For this recipe, I've measured out 3.5 cups of all-purpose flour. I typically add about 3 cups to the dough, and the remaining 1/2 cup I use for kneading the dough and rolling it out. And the key to great piroshki is an extra soft dough. So once your dough starts coming together, just lightly flour a work surface and turn the dough out. It should still be a little bit sticky. And knead the dough for about 5 minutes until it's smooth and elastic. You can always sprinkle your hands with a little bit of flour if they get sticky. My dough is all done. I'm going to place it back into my mixing bowl and cover my bowl with a clean kitchen towel. Going to tuck this away into a warm corner of my kitchen for 45 minutes to an hour, allowing the dough to proof and double up in size. Meanwhile, we could get started on the meat filling. For the filling, I'm going to place 1/2 of a large onion and 3 garlic cloves into my food processor, and then pulse the onion and garlic into a puree. And transfer this onion and garlic mixture into my mixing bowl. To my onion, I'm adding 1 pound of ground beef, and I'm using 85% lean meat. You can also use pork or ground turkey. Next, I'm adding 1 cup of shredded cheddar cheese, 1.5 cups of mozzarella cheese, 1 large egg to bring it all together, 1/4 cup of freshly chopped dill, a little bit of ground black pepper, and 1.5 teaspoons of salt. I think I'm just gonna dig in with my hands and just massage everything until it's well combined and you have a uniform mixture. My dough has finished proofing, and now I could start shaping the piroshki. I'm gonna push the dough down and turn it back out onto my work surface. Just wanna knead it for a few minutes to get all the air out of it. And then split the dough into even sections. You wanna split the dough into 8 equal portions. And flour your work surface, flour a rolling pin, and then roll the piece of dough out into a large circle. Add your filling into the center, and then seal the filling on the inside by pinching the dough around the filling. You can also split the dough into 16 pieces and make smaller piroshki. You want to place your shaped piroshki on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper, seam side up, and then take a beaten egg and a pastry brush and brush the tops of the piroshki. You want to cover up that seam and the sides. My piroshki are all done and I've got my oven preheating to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm gonna let these proof for about 30 minutes, allow that dough to double back up in size, and then into the oven for about 30 minutes. And don't these piroshki look gorgeous? I took them out of the oven about 20 minutes ago, let them cool down on the cooling rack, and I love that golden color. You could just split these open on the inside. Look, all that melted cheese. We've got our beef, our dill. It's going to taste so good. These meat and cheese piroshki smell so good while they're in the oven, and I love to enjoy them while they're still warm. The flavor in these piroshki reminds me why I love Russian food so much. That yeast dough is super soft and fluffy, and the filling is just so juicy. I love the combination of the beef, the cheddar cheese, and the mozzarella cheese makes it really juicy. You add a little bit of that dill, seasoned with just salt and pepper, and it's so good. And I love this option of baking them in the oven instead of deep frying them in oil. It's a little bit healthier, and they still taste so good. If you're looking to try some delicious Russian food, give these piroshki a try. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video recipe, and I'll see you next time.